Welcome back to Stacey-Ann Scene and Scene. I'm Stacey-Ann, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I really, really love. I love series that are interwoven with each other, like the FBI universe, which you have like FBI, but shoot, I kind of forgot all the names, but you have multiple different FBI, and the characters go from one show to another. And oh, you have one's like Chicago, the universe. You have Chicago Fire, Chicago Meds, and a few years back they had was it late shift or night shift? I think it's night shift that was in the Chicago universe. It was a medical show that was that had that showed the night shift of the hospital. It ran for like two or three seasons? I don't remember exactly how many seasons it ran for, but it didn't run for that long. But I love how in Chicago Universe you have okay, so you see the fire first. Alright, if they're strong together, you see the fire first, and then after you see them get the person out of the fire, you see them rush them to the hospital. That's the next one. Then so you have to see what happened to them next on Chicago Meds. Then, if there is a criminal case, you see the persons from Chicago PD come into Chicago Meds, so character crossing over, come into Chicago Meds and ask them questions. Then that episode ends, and you go into Chicago PD. You go to Chicago PD and you watch them solve the case, and I just love that. Now, my favorite series, TV series to do this. Good evening. My favorite TV series to do this is NCIS because I'm an NCIS girly down. I love NCIS. I found NCIS when the pandemic just started, and I wanted a show for me and my grandma to watch. So we had NCIS. So we started NCIS, and it started, yeah. So we had NCIS, and we started off with Gibbs, and then we finished that all the episodes that were out at that time, and then we went to NCIS LA, which I started watching. And I was like, this seems really familiar. Do I know this? Went back through all the DVDs that I had. I was watching this online, and turns out I did already watch NCIS Los Angeles. I had it on DVD, like the first part of the season, but I didn't get back the second part of the first season. I'm kind of tired. Okay, I had the first part of the season of NCIS, and so I finished watching the first part over again because it's just so good that you have to. Good evening. It's just so good that you have to like rewatch it. So I rewatched that, and then I'll continue watching, and it just got better and better. I loved it. And then you had NCIS New Orleans. Love that. One sec. Okay. And then you have NCIS New Orleans. No, that one was a little bit harder to get in. I was like, what's going on? I was so lost with the first episode. But then the second episode straightened it right out. I loved it. Watched every single episode twice. I rewatched the original NCIS up until I think Gibbs left a couple times. I haven't watched all the episodes after Gibbs left. Love McGee. You don't have to go finish watch everything, but I am going to finish it. Then after New Orleans, you had NCIS Hawaii. I loved NCIS Hawaii. I don't know why they stopped that. Like it's like it ran for the shortest amount of time in NCIS history, I think. was like, yeah, it ran for the certain amount of time. Like, I saw Sam come up in an episode, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. He was there for a couple episodes of the last part, and then it just finished. And I was like, no, 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 no. I want to know how it went. And then I'm actually kind of tired. Okay. No, with NCIS, then you had NCIS Sydney. So you had NCIS Sydney, and I didn't love that. All right, I didn't love that as much. I still like it. I'm gonna watch. I still like it. Like, I got more into it by the second half of the first season. That's when I really got into it. At first, I was just watching because I watch every single NCIS, and I didn't want this one to come and I don't give it the chance that I gave everything else. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch it. Start liking it at the second part. Then season 2 came. I'm on season 2, episode 2, I think. Yeah, 2. So kind of like that now. Now NCIS original came out. This is telling the story of Gibbs just losing his daughter and his wife the year before and going to work. Whew. Your girl is not happy. Anyways, and losing his wife and his daughter a year before and going to work. My favorite character so far is Mary. What's it? Marianne? Yeah, Marianne. Everybody's like, Marianne, where do I? She's like, is there? Marianne, can I get this off my desk? And she's like, yeah, honey, you can. And he's like, okay, Marianne, how do I do that? She said, honey, you live with your arms and your legs. Yeah, honey, you live with your arms and your legs. And she's like, and I'm like, aren't these grown-ass adults? Wasn't he like a sniper? Shouldn't he know what he's doing? Anyways. Okay, which other universe did this? The CSI. I don't know if people cross over in the CSI universe, because I didn't watch all of the... Hi. You alright? I'm making a video. See? So... yeah, CSI. I think the only CSI I really watched all of is... well, did I even finish watching all of it? Is the one where they were fighting digital crimes. Yeah. The other what's it called? Franchise that did this was Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds has Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds Beyond the Border, and then the other Criminal Minds, I don't remember the name of it, but I loved it anyways. I loved that Criminal Minds. And there was one, and then they kind of did a little spin-off, which I don't see why they needed to do that little. Criminal Minds Evolve. I don't know why they needed to do that. I just watched it like it was season 18 and then went into the next season of the show, because it didn't make any sense to me to have that as like a spin-off. So that, any other shows did that? Oh, 911. 911 is the show I started this page on, so love 911. Down. 911, then you have 911 Lone Star, and there's going to be 911 Nashville as soon as that come out and I get it on my website. I'm gonna watch that first episode with you guys. I think this 911 is meant for a younger crowd, because the older crowds are like, isn't she OnlyFans man? I'm like, really? My favorite cousin. Mom. You alright? Yeah. Okay, where was I? So I feel like it's meant for a younger audience. So I'm going to watch that because I am young still. So I'm going to watch that with you guys. I think those are the only shows I've watched that intertwine that much. If you guys have any shows that intertwine like those shows, please feel free to recommend them to me in the comments because I love finding new shows, new series. Oh,